Witam was serdecznie. Okej, rozmawiałem teraz z Kowalem.
I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. I feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the place.
Okej, towary. Na pewno masz dobre towary. O, wiara i przekonanie. 81, ale mam 20%. Mam 30, to ma 30. To jest to samo co tutaj, tylko jaka pasywka powoli regeneruje esencję. Ty i twoje otrzymujesz minus 4% ze wszystkich źródeł. No spoko. Już 30 obrażeń od ognia, mrozu i porażenia. To jest spoko, szczerze mówiąc, to co ja mam. Ja bym ją chciał też potem ulepszyć. Rękawice, blokowanie zużywa daje 5% premii kumulacji ognia. A tutaj nie masz aż takie fajne bronie. Adrabani. Dobra. To sobie kupiłem, mogę sobie miecz potem ulepszyć. Mam tutaj jeszcze... Gdzie jest ta misja? Wykute. Mistrzem Kowalskim, o to chodzi. Ty nie jesteś mistrz Kowalski?
What can I do?
O! Tu, pokaż gwiezdny metal.
Did he now? And what exactly is Hobbiton's shiny beard? That's star metal! These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else forge master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it!
Dobrze.
The question you should be asking is what can't I do with it? I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. A simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal archivist.
Archivus?
That sounds like a proper challenge.
Archebus taki chyba nie będę używał. Nigdy. Miecz.
Very good. This shouldn't take long. Let me show you why the council chose me to be master of this forge.
I wonder how this will turn out. There's so much we don't know about the properties of otherworldly metals.
It is done. I call
Ostrze
it
meteorytu.
the meteor blade. Never before has anything I've crafted
Mogliby jakąś
had
małą
such
cutscenkę tutaj
wicked
dać.
edge. You are most welcome. This material is unlike any other metal. It is superior in nearly every way, and an unmatched challenge to work. I want to see what else I could do with it. Bring me more fragments, and I can make you that arquebus I mentioned. Or, yes, perhaps I could further... Thank you.
Próbuję znaleźć więcej. Ja chcę pierw zobaczyć, co to za miecz. Ostrze meteorytu. Jednoręczna. Pełen atak combo zmniejsza obrażenia od ataku trafionego przeciwników na 20 na 15 sekund. Daje 10% premii kumulacji mróz przy trafieniu. Kurde. już ja nie mam 200, tutaj stówka.
You're back! What did you miss, Mom? What can I do?
Czekaj. Przynieś mi szowdeli więcej gwiezdnego metalu.
What can I... Listen!
Uskonalił.
I didn't come this one.
Can we?
Here you are.
Dodano.
I will... I know.
Mam dla ciebie więcej.
May Abaddon guide.
This ought to be good.
Here it is.
Kolejny
Thank you
majstersztyk.
for your kind words, outside. We here must...
It's a.
must...
I chyba... Weź do obu ręce. To jest do głównej. Moimi mieczami dwuręcznym nakłanką lacy krwawienie. Nie jest bardziej na łowcy też? Mieczami, potężne ataki sztyletami, mieczami, włącznym zdaniem plus 25% obrażeń. No okej, niech będzie.
Ready yourselves. The council's just up this lift.
You do the talking. I'm out of my element. If we open we will talk about this.
Siemka.
What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason.
Królowa Grota jest przy górze Foiria. Tu.
Impossible.
My wardens patrol these lands day and night. A force large enough to take the mines couldn't have entered the Tusks without my knowledge.
It would be a mistake to underestimate them. Ludwine's madness is second only to her cunning.
Wasn't that the creature who tried to destroy Fior?
Perhaps I will discharge a few wardens to investigate, just to be certain.
If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer.
Give me a reason.
Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you? It sounds like you have something in mind.
Szukamy drogi do ogrodu.
There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
Jestem uwięziony Bóg.
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection, a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does he not?
The markings on your face, I recognize them. but I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru.
Znaleźliśmy stary dziennik autorstwa Nandru.
Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, Envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. That is what your supposed steel garrote must be in the tusks to find, isn't it? I fear you and they will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
Szlacheckie powodzenie.
What is one emperor across the sea against the might of my wardens? You may be uniquely capable, but there are hundreds of us. There are 3 of you. Good. Be sure of it.
Kostya, see the envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
Might want to go talk to Mihala now, assuming we still want to do that.
Luzik. Znajdź inkwizatorkę. To chętnie wezmę. Dawaj klucz.
Still lingering, Adiran? Thank you, Envoy. Let's see. I suspect it's another one of Kostya's attempts at courting Adir. No matter. I've dealt with this before, and she'll deal with it again. But I appreciate your assistance in maintaining the peace in Solace Keep. Take this key. There's a chest in my office whose contents you might find interesting.
Dzięki. Okej. Teraz...
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. No, indeed. I feel I owe you an apology. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath.
sprawiało wrażenie kogoś opętanego ideą.
a zealot. She forgets that doctrine is worth less than living. Much like your Inquisitor Ludwig, I suspect. Two sides of the same miserable coin. Mihala has firm principles, and I respect the strength of them. But it's all so pointless. If we stay in this keep, we will surely die. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me?
Szlacheckie płodzenie.
Not an alliance, precisely, but a conversation. A crack in the wall between our worlds. The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation.
Luzik.
In so many words, yes. Or rather, I was hoping you might be. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. I lied to you. I'm
O, on
sorry
wiedział
for
o
that.
nim, o tym.
I didn't intend to make you look like a fool. But I couldn't let Mihala know the truth. She would have had us rushing headlong to our deaths with no thought for how this situation could advantage us. The garden does not matter to me. Whether it's you or the Stilgarot who find it, I don't care.
A powinność?
Forget duty. Duty cannot feed our children. Duty cannot keep us safe. The Inquisitor is a questionable creature, but she might be all that stands between us and doom. She has the Ambassador's ear. With her support, he might agree to trade with us. It doesn't matter how reasonable he is if I don't have his ear. I am an aging dwarf from a small, fanatical order on the ass end of a volcanic wasteland. Against Mihala's wishes, I have written to him many times. He refuses to lend his ear. But if a powerful ally were to speak on my behalf, there might be something I could offer him. Something like the keep.
You give them the keep? Have you lost your sounded mind?
You'd be giving up everything your people built here. Generations of history.
The keep. Its inane traditions. None of that means anything to me. I want to offer up Solace Keep to Adir and the Stilgarot in exchange for goods and gold. Its existence has cost us so much. The least it can do is buy a future for our people.
Okej.
Solace Keep could serve as such a fortress for Adir.
That's exactly the problem with this place. Whole lot of following, not a lot of thinking.
Mihala believes your empire cannot see us as anything but rivals. An agreement may protect us from dying from deprivation, and perhaps also keep us safe from Adir's hunger. It might seem a foolish idea, but better to be a fool who tried than a coward who did not. I thought you'd empathize with this more. Your quest for the garden is also a fool's errand. You are not the first person to have said that. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too.
Nie da się skontrolować.
Of course. But need she be stopped by you? Now? In any case, the Steel Garrote are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also, perceptive as ever. If you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives. The monastery is dedicated to preserving our historical artifacts, including some that are of great interest to me.
Wiesz, że twoja pogarda wobec historii twojego ludu nie rozciąga się na jego artefakty.
One can possess layers, Envoy. And besides, my interest in these artifacts is strictly academic. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius. Because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy. Really? Absconded? Oh, that's quite concerning. I'm shocked. Good luck on your search for the garden, Envoy. I suspect you will need every ounce of it.
Okej. Się chłop rozgadał.
Any news on Rada?
Sorry, Jeffrey. Captain.
Mogę w ogóle tutaj się teraz przenieść. Tak. Ulepszymy swojego ulubionego miecza. Kurde, dali mi krótki miecz, który nakłada mróz. Uff. To jest piękne. Ciebie mogę też w ogóle ulepszyć. Co ja dostałem? Do akumulacji mrozu przy trafieniu. Ciebie mogę też ulepszyć. A tak, ulepszyć do trójki, ale nie, żeby legendarnego z niego zrobić. Natarcie Odry. Potem pełne combo zmniejsza obrażenie od ataku na 40, potężny atak nakładając znaczną kumulację ogłuszenie i... Dobra.
All this time, finally returning home. How you doing, Marius?
A jakbym chciał teraz ciebie ulepszyć? Żywy i muchomór. Adraban.
Holding on.
W ogóle. Nara. Was zostawię. Dobra.
Got pretty intense back there.
Talking to... I can tell it.
Mnie nie interesuje,
We'll be covered in ash.
co oni mają do powiedzenia. Wasze zdanie mnie nie interesuje.
Don't mind if I do.
Ja się cieszę dla ciebie. Odpoczywaj. Się z tobą. Bo czasami dostaje się jakiś jakieś pasywki.
Not before I've done some reading.
Okej. Zróbmy sobie może... Ciebie tutaj. Zabij królową Żuków. Dym, dym, dym. Tu już kiedyś byliśmy. Bo po lekarstwo dla tego ogra. Mapę skarbów. Ale ogłuszenie dostaje. Nara. Oj, karamba. Dodge this. Okay. Dobry miecz. Bardzo dużo obrażenia zadaje. Mamy. Okej. Tu już byliśmy kiedyś. Ale tu chyba nie byłem. Byłem? A w następnym odcinku to zrobiłem. Tę nagrodę. Możemy w ogóle zobaczyć czy można już teraz te totemy ogarnąć. To może totem ogarnę. Mamy jeszcze waszą dwójkę. A potem misja główna. Dobra, to ja na tym zakończę. Trzymajcie się i do zobaczenia.